Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. We know that objects move when we apply force or move by their own. For example, birds move from one place to another place by their own, but a table or chair move when we apply force on it. How we can say that any object is moving or not? An object is in motion if its position changes with time in relation to a stationary object, and an object is at rest if its position doesn't change with time in relation to a stationary object. For example, in this video, the cars are moving while the tree and signboard are at rest because cars are changing their position in relation to the trees and the signboard. An object may be at rest with respect to one set of surrounding while in motion with another set of surrounding. For example, the passenger in a moving train is at rest in relation of another passenger sitting in the same train, but is moving in relation to the passenger sitting at the platform. There are many types of motion which we see in our daily life. Friends, please first subscribe my channel before starting the types of motion. Thank you. Translatory motion. Translatory motion is that motion in which all the parts of a moving body move in the same direction. For example, a car, an animal, or an athlete moves their body. If an object moves in a haphazard manner, changing its direction of motion without any warning, it is called random motion. For example, football players show random motion on the field. Rectilinear motion. In this type of motion, the object moves in a straight line. The vehicle moving on a straight road, march past of soldiers in a parade, or the falling of a stone from the height, a bullet shot from a gun are all examples of objects showing rectilinear motion. Curvilinear motion. If any object moves along a curved path, then the motion shows curvilinear motion. Circular motion. Motion of a body in circular path around a fixed point is known as circular motion. Like if we tie a thread to a stone and whirl it with our hand, then the stone moves in a circular path as the distance of the stone from our hand remain the same. Revolutionary motion. When an object as a whole moves on a circular path, its motion is called revolutionary motion. For example, revolution of earth around sun. Rotationary motion. When every point on the moving body moves around a fixed center or an axis of the rotation, then it is called rotationary motion. The motion of blades of a fan, the wheel of a sewing machine, the rotation of earth are all examples of rotationary motion. Oscillatory motion. When an object moves in a to and fro motion about its position of rest, the moment is said to be oscillatory motion. The motion of a child on a swing, the movement of a pendulum in an old clock are examples of oscillatory motion. If we tie a stone with a string and then hold the string in our hand and let the stone hang from it, this is a pendulum. Pull the stone in one side with other hand and let it go. Now the pendulum is in motion. When a pendulum moves from rest position to one extreme position and then the other extreme position and back to rest position, it is called one oscillation. The time taken for one complete oscillation of the pendulum is called the time period of the pendulum. The distance between the rest position and any of the extreme position is called amplitude. Vibratory motion. When a stretched object is pulled and released, it vibrates. This motion is called vibratory motion. This motion also produced sound. The faster the vibration, the sharper the sound produced. Periodic motion. Periodic motion is a type of motion that repeats itself in equal interval of time. Or heartbeat and the motion of the earth around its own axis, the motion of the earth around the sun and the movement of pendulum are some example of periodic motion. Combined motion. An object can have more than one kind of motion at the same time. For example, if we kick a football, then the ball rolls on the ground and go forward at the same time. At that time, motions in ball are translatory motion and rotatory motion. The earth rotates, that is rotatory motion, about its axis, and at the same time it revolves around the sun in the circular path, that is revolutionary motion. A drill used by carpenters is also a combination of translatory motion and rotationary motion. As when a drill is switched on, the drills move into the wood by translatory motion and at the same time it rotates. If you find this video useful and interesting, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.